kind of hear what unfolded here. I also want to just point out again the large police presence. You're talking hundreds of responders coming out to this incident, and that coupled along with parents and concerned loved ones has really just created this 2-mile essentially kind of like blockade of folks trying to get information and connect with those students. Lindsay.
And Brittany, you're giving us a look that looks like right in front of the school there. I see some law enforcement behind you. Can you tell us about the law enforcement presence, who's been coming in and out, or what you've seen from that perspective?
As far as jurisdiction, I mean, you've got everybody in play. Even when you're kind of just coming out of the city, you are seeing, multiple law enforcement agencies with their lights on still at this point, hours later, trying to get out here and lend that helping hand. Everyone from the FBI, of course, sheriff's office, local PD from multiple jurisdictions. And right now, there's really just a little bit of confusion from parents just trying to figure out where to go. And again, trying to make that connection. Some folks are, of course, using technology to stay in touch with students, but really what they want to know is what happened, what unfolded, and how their kids are doing. Because as much as parents are struggling mentally, you can imagine what this is like on all the kids and those who are not only at the school, but were there. And kind of like that father that we just spoke to who says his young daughter, that freshman, was in the classroom where a shooting took place. Of course, that's going to be a lot for them to unfold, very emotional, traumatizing, I would have to imagine. So a very, tough day for all those parents and loved ones who are just, again, trying to figure out what happened and how their kids are doing, not only physically, but also mentally and emotionally as well.
And so as we information gather, Brittany, the eyewitness reporting is kind of starting to corroborate itself of perhaps, but unconfirmed, a teacher involved here. Can you kind of go over again what that student might have reported to their parent?
Yeah, no, and as you pointed out, we do have those, reports that are unconfirmed at this point, but we are hearing that information and video kind of trickle in, right? And from what I just spoke to that parent that I just mentioned who was here checking on his daughter, he said what was relayed to him was that someone, a suspect at this point, left the classroom and then a few minutes later came back in and then shot their teacher. And again, we were told this was a freshman class, and there were a lot of students in there, and there was no information yet from that father about what could have led up to this. Was there any type of disagreement between that faculty member and a student? Was there a situation breaking out between students and then someone stepped in? Right now, the information as far as what led up to that shooting, there's nothing there because, of course, as you can imagine, that father was just trying to get the bare minimum information and then confirm that his child, who was in that classroom, was okay. He says, a lot of terror going through him right now and stress. And he was just trying to make his way. He said it took him about half an hour just to walk down and get here to this location, again, because of just the large response from law enforcement and then all of those hundreds of parents who are just trying to get here as quickly as they can. Tom?
All right. Great reporting there, Brittany. Thanks for that. We want to report information as we hear it in our ear. We're reporting it to you that according to the